product review, and I'm going to be testing it out. Now, this isn't for, it's not for anything specific. The reason I'm doing this is because, you know, one of the most important things that I talk to people about on a day-to-day basis is the ability to balance, is the ability to, I guess, make sure that we have the ability to prevent falls, that we have the ability to make sure that our lower extremity, our back, our abs are engaged, and to make sure that, you know, going on throughout life, we're able to move appropriately. So I'm doing a live product review. I got this, I bought this wobble board on Amazon. Now I have a different wobble board in the clinic, but I wanted one for my home, and so I just went on Amazon, I looked up wobble board. This one is from Woodard, I think. But I found it, I thought it'd be amazing to have in the house, not just for me, but also for my kids, and I wanted to give it a try. It was about, I think, 25 USD, but after shipping and everything, because it had to be shipped outside of the US, it ended up being, I think, 50 USD, something like that. Either way, I'm excited. It finally came in. It came in this little box, and apparently I have to put it all together. I didn't know that. But that's not really a problem, because honestly I don't mind doing that. So let's see here. I'm going to start off. Gave us some step-by-step instructions on how to put everything together. And it comes with, let's see here, so just a one-page instruction. It came with a little screwdriver. It's going to be handy not just for this, but for things later on. It came with what I'm assuming to be the balancing portion of the wobble board. And then here's kind of the base that links these two together. Came with, this is kind of like sandpaper, but this is more of, it's more of grip. So what it's going to help me do is, as I'm standing on it, I like to go barefoot, but a lot of times people will wear a flat shoe or something to that effect. Let's see here. Well, I'm looking in the comments, and interesting. It came with, this is the wobble board proper, and so let's just do the instructions and go from there. So step one is to make this foundational piece right here. I'm assuming it goes like this to where the screws are flush with that, and then we only need 2 screws. Let me find this piece right here. It looks like this is right in the middle, so perfect. I don't have to figure out what side is up and down. It looks like it's already like that. So I'm gonna put this right here, and I need to make sure it's flat like that. Perfect. Honestly, I like little DIY projects. They're nice. Let's see here. I want to make sure that's flush. Perfect. And there we go. Better make sure you have good grip strength if you're gonna do this, because the screwdriver they have is pretty small. Or make sure you have a power tool. There we go. Okay. think this was rated for 300 plus pounds, which honestly is pretty good. Let's see here. Perfect. Want to make sure that's nice and tight. So we got the first side down, and this is nice too. So if you have this on a hard floor, something that's not carpet, this little soft strip right here is going to protect your floors. So that's really good. The only thing that I really don't like so far is that I have to put it together, but honestly, that's more of just a convenience thing. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Let's see here. Hey guys, thanks for hopping on the chat. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Dr. Quincy Muathe, and I'm a chiropractor here in Ireland. And today I'm going over a product review. I just bought this wobble board off Amazon, and it was about 25 USD, about 50 USD after shipping and everything. I did not know that I was going to have to assemble it. Maybe that was in the instructions, but I did not look at that. But that's okay. It came with a little screwdriver. I would be more upset if I didn't have a screwdriver. There we go. All in all, though, I'm actually pretty excited. I'm actually pretty excited to have this. Oh, perfect. Let's see here. Gotta get this together. You know, my family and I, we just moved here not too long ago, and I'll tell you what, I love Ireland so far. I've not really had any bad experiences. The people are amazing, friendly, safe, and you know, I could really see myself staying here for quite a long time. The only thing is you're never quite prepared for the rain. So here we go. Yeah, see, if you're gonna get one of these, make sure you have a power drill, because this is actually pretty frustrating. So I think they only give you one extra screw. Make sure that's nice and flush. There we go. Okay, so if you don't have a power drill, this is going to be pretty annoying. But luckily, we'll get it done bit by bit. So one thing that so far that I'm a little interested in. So the usual wobble boards that I have are a bit bigger through this bottom portion, but I'm not too worried about that. It's just a simple fact of, let's see. So, okay, so this is going to be the bottom, and it'll likely go like that. So yeah, usually these are a bit taller, so you have a little bit more, you know, room to go or room to give on one side or the other. But you know, this is for the purposes of just a home wobble board. This will be just fine. So I got that done, and now I have to go through here and screw in each and every one of these bit by bit. That will be interesting. Yep, interesting. So we'll just go ahead and start it. I'll put this to here. There we go. Yeah. Really, this one's not too bad. What does that say? Hey, thanks for hopping on the line. Let me see what the chat says. Oh, let me see here. Noel, live in Mayo. Perfect. Noel, thank you for hopping on the live. I appreciate it. Yeah, so like I said, I'm a chiropractor and I practice in Douglas. And like I said, I love it. People are friendly. Let's see here, what the heck? Let's see here. How long have I been live? About 10 minutes. So let's just say this. Yeah, I need to set aside some time to put this together. That's actually quite annoying. There we go. But we'll see. Hey, I'm not gonna be too upset. Gives me an opportunity to get my grip strength up, I guess. I'm gonna come over here, get these other screws in, and there we go. And you know what? Really, I can't complain because I only paid all in all. Like if I was in the States, this would really only cost $25, and so this one's going much easier. But like I said, after shipping and everything, it was about $45, $50. So you know what? I can't complain. Well, I could, but who would really want to hear that? Oh no, is my screwdriver failing? That would be upsetting. There you go. So now, after all of that, I just have to finish driving these in. And I mean, this is unbelievable. This is why you should always read the product reviews. Self-assembly. Really, this screwdriver. There we go. Okay, so we got one screw all the way in. Now we gotta get the other one. Let's see. Yeah. For those of you looking for a wobble board, you know, this might be a good option, but make sure you have some power tools, because this is not fun. There we go. So we got one side all the way in. Come back over there. And this screw, I mean, this is unbelievable. The screwdriver on this is, I mean, falling apart. It's kind of, it basically stripped the screwdriver. I mean, that's unbelievable. So I might have to go outside and get my other one. unbelievable. I mean, so far, I'll tell you this much. I am, for the price, it's not that bad, but the fact that you have to assemble this, I would say look for one that's already assembled. That's just me being completely honest. You don't wanna have to waste your time and do all this unless you have power tools. Like unless you have access to a drill. This is, I mean, the screwdriver is pretty much all the way stripped down. So that lets me know this is a cheap this is a cheap screwdriver. But overall, like the quality of it seems just fine. But it's the building process that is most annoying. So let's see here. Probably gonna wreck my hand before you even get this in. Yeah, so the screwdriver is completely stripped. It's not doing anything. I'm gonna have to step out real quick and get another screwdriver. We will see if this one works. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to run completely outside. Okay, yeah, this one does work. But still, I mean, unbelievable. Like, if you do not have power tools, do not buy this. That's just my advice. If you do not have power tools, do not buy this. Because it comes with a really cheap screwdriver that has already stripped. But really, I can't complain. If I was in the States, this would have cost maybe $25 total. But with shipping, I paid probably $50. And perfect. Just tighten these up a bit. Yeah. Okay. And I had to go get a different screwdriver because the one that came with broke. So overall, the process to put it together, I would give it maybe a 1. If I'm rating it out of 5, I give it a 1 out of 5. If I'm rating it out of 10, I give it still a 1 out of 10. The process to put this together is very annoying, unless you have power tools, which I'm sure if you had a power drill, it'd be much easier. And you wouldn't have a problem at all. It would take no time. But I do not have a power drill. And so it took, what are we at, 19 minutes? That's unbelievable. There we go, just tighten, just gotta tighten these screws up a bit. Okay, perfect. Those should be nice and tight. That is, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now that it's all said and done, there we go. So here's what is to be done next. It looks like this has to be set down, but I have to peel it off and put it down because it looks like it has some sort of adhesive. Yep, it does. And so what I'll do is strip that. Okay, so I'm actually impressed with this. This seems to be a really good adhesive. And so we'll set that here. Really Okay, so now that we got all this done, just gonna make sure that's nice and good. Just like that. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Now it's time to test out the wobble board. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm just gonna rotate this real quick and rotate the camera. Make sure we're nice and good. There we go. Perfect. Right about there. So it took me 20 minutes to get this all together. That's unbelievable. If I had a power tool if I had a power drill, it probably would have taken me 2 or 3 minutes. So all in all, am I impressed with it? I mean, quality of the board is good. It doesn't seem like it's gonna break. I am impressed with this adhesive. It seems pretty good. And overall, it looks nice. It really does look nice, but not impressed with the amount of time that it took to put together. All right, let's see here. Well, that's actually quite nice. So I'm gonna give it a shot. What's going on here? That seems way too easy. Okay, let's see. Just up here. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Perfect, perfect. I want to see what it feels like. 1 foot. Okay. Let me go front and back. All right. And what I like to do typically is, here we go. You'll see that I like to stand 1 foot, move, the other front and back. The reason I like to do this is because it throws me off balance a bit. This board, to be honest, I would say it's a good beginner board. It's a good beginner balance board. For the price, I would say it's low barrier of entry if you're wanting to work on balance, if you're wanting to start to work on your balance. I would say this one it's very basic. It's 25 US. I mean, it's really, if I'm being completely honest, it's nothing to write home about. And once again, this is unpaid. This is this is just my honest advice. It's cheap. It does the job. It's pretty easy to balance on, and I think that's due to the protective portion on the bottom. But if I were to say, hey, listen, I want you to start working on your balance, like if I were to give balance exercises to any of my patients, I would say this is it's a cheap option. It's a cheap option. Feels good. Doesn't feel like, doesn't feel like there's any issue there. It's gonna protect your floors. Man, this actually, it's not too bad. Just kind of mess around with it a bit. Yeah, I mean, I've had wobble boards where it is very, very challenging, but for me, I can just step right on. I can just step right up on this. But I do like the ability that it gives me to practice a bit, and I think it's going to be great for the kids. For the kids, I think they'll really, really appreciate it. Just go forward. Yeah, see, you can do little challenging things like that. All in all, very low, kind of easy barrier of entry. And what I recommend this for, I always ask this question: would I recommend this to the general public or any of my patients? The answer would be, it depends. If you're just wanting to get into doing balancing exercises and you've never done them before, this would be, it's a cheap, it's durable, it's an all right option. I would say, am I impressed with it? Kinda, sorta. I would say price-wise, cheap. I would say putting it together, not fun. Make sure you have a power tool. All in all, I would say maybe I give this product out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. It's all right. Will I be using it? Yes, because there is function in it. It does give me an opportunity to practice my balance, but would I give this a 5-star review, 10-star? No, I wouldn't. For those who hopped on here, thank you so much, and for those who bore with me, thank you so much. What I'm gonna end this with is by saying my name is Dr. Quincy Muathe. I'm a chiropractor here in Ireland, and today I just went over a product that I ordered on Amazon, unpaid, and just wanted to give my honest opinion about something easy you can do at home, little balance exercises, and yeah. Listen, guys, balance is really important, especially as we get older, especially as we age. It's one of those things when I talk with my older patients, I say, hey, look, I want to make sure you're balancing. I want to make sure your core is strong. I want to make sure your legs are strong because I want to prevent falls. One of the, especially in the older population, one of the leading causes of death, fall. Fall, you break your hip, right? Fall, you hurt yourself to the point where you're unable to walk around, take care of yourself, bedridden. So balancing is very important. Low barrier of entry, cheap, hard to put together, but if you wanted to start something, these things are on Amazon. $25. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna hop off. Once again, my name is Dr. Quincy Muathe. Good to see you. Peace and blessings.